The other application which we can see is we have got the names in one column. We have got the full names in one column. And now if I want to extract the first name, So I'll just write Tanvi, control down arrow, come to the side, control shift up and control E. And you can see we have been able to extract the first name in a different column. I want to do the middle one, middle, and I just type the middle name, Prasad. We go down, control down arrow, sideways, control shift up, and the shortcut control E. And we have been able to extract the middle names. If I want to do the last names, I'll just type the last name here, Sharma. And again, I'll do the same thing, control down arrow, sideways, control shift and up arrow, control E. And I'm able to extract the last name. So if you're trying to extract the data, it is very much possible. As we saw earlier, we can join three different columns, three different cells in a column, different columns, and get the results as per our desire. You've seen that we can separate the data if we have something together, and if you want to separate it, we can do that with equal ease. Now friends, let's see if we have got these names and we want to create email IDs of all these employees. So if we want to do it with the first name and the middle name, like Tanvi.p from the middle name @gmail.com, or any mail IDs we can write. So we write @gmail.com. Now we bring the cursor here, control down arrow, control shift up arrow and control E, and we can see that we have been able to generate yes.j@gmail.com. Right. If you want to do with the last name, in case we are with the last name here, I'm typing Tanvi.s and we take same gmail.com. If we take gmail.com, we keep our cursor here, control down arrow, side arrows, control shift up and control E. The same shortcut, yes.b @gmail.com. So we are able to generate email IDs in one command using this shortcut and use it for any number of employees. As I said, for even 10,000, 1 lakh employees, you can do it and it will give you the results in a flash. Now let's see what we can do with the dates data. We have got some dates here, and now if you want to extract the day from this, I'll type the first day, I'll go down, again select the whole data and press Ctrl E, and you can see it has extracted the day 147 from here. If I type month here for the first one, I go down, select the data and press Ctrl E. You'll see that it has extracted the month data from here. First month. Similarly, if you want to extract the year 2023, and I go down, control down arrow, control shift up and control E. So it has been able to extract the year from this date. Now, if we want to change the format of our date, like for example, here we have written the day, month and year, and I want month, day and year. So can we do this? Let's try month, day and year. Right, I have just reversed them and I'll select this and I'll press Ctrl E. So it has done it for everyone. 7th January has become 7th January. The month has come first and the day has become second option. So you have been able to do this. Let's see for the year if we can do it. If we want to do it the year part, then YY, then we want MM, then we want MM, and then we want DD, right? So let's keep it like that and let's try if it can work. So we have reversed the option, but in this pattern it's not taking it. Let me go and correct the format. Let me go and correct the format from here to YY, month and DD, and now it has been able to do it. Okay, and now it has taken the month, year, month and day format, and let me select all of it and do Control E, and I can see that it has been able to generate the dates in my required formats. So in whatever format I am trying to get the dates, I am able to use it, the flash fill function, and I am able to generate the dates in a similar pattern.